Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I am here with a lesson on in colour. Today we are going to address the issue that a lot of you have had in regard to working with red and white. Okay, let me explain. I've got some nice notes, so do read the notes at the below. Just hit the more information and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Now, a monochromatic colour is, or colour harmony is, taking a primary colour and getting your shades, tones and tints. And to do that, you have to have an achromatic colour. Right, achromatic is whites, black, and when you mix the two together, you get grey. But of the whites and the blacks in the world, there are squillions of them. But to keep it easy, and I know that you'll just love this, because once you get this sorted, you'll be right. Okay, you take a primary colour. If you add white to it, you'll get a lighter red. If you take that red and you add black to it, you'll get a darker red, like a maroon or something like this. That's how you'll achieve it. So there's your, and also, so you add white or black, which will give you a shade or, shade or tints, tones and shades. Hold on, let me just get this sorted out because even I get confused. Okay, take your primary colour and you add the black and you'll get a shade. Add the white and you'll get a tint. Add the grey and you'll get a beautiful tonal value. So we've got the red apples, we've got the blackberries and we've got the leaves and we have got some berries over here. Now to diffuse it, you need to add a big form, a little form and a form in between. So here's my form, so I can use my container. So there's my dark red. And it's had a little bit, it's had a few colours actually added to that, but let's just say we added a little bit of black, so we've got this tonal value. This one had a lot of black added to it to get it to that colour. This one here has got a combination, which is what berries do. Beautiful, beautiful colours. Now, I'm using the red container because what's going to happen is my eye hits that red, whoa! We need to diffuse it. Now let's take it down. Let's use some dark leaves. 3 leaves. This is just going to be like an anchor. So 3 of those around there with equal distance. They don't have to be perfect. You can have some that are just running over there and they could be overlapping. But see what's happening? It's taking, the red has now taken on a more of a heavy note. Let's bring in the apple. So I'm going to put the apple down into there. So now what happens is the eye comes up, it has a bit of a rest, and then it whizzes away with another colour from the red family. Now I've got one there, and yes, the one's okay, but let's bring in another one. I could cut these, but I don't want to cut them because I've been cutting too much of late. Let's bring that in and over to there. So that, now look what's happening. The eye's coming up, hits the leaf and it moves out. The eye comes up, it hits the leaf and it moves out. So we've achieved a little bit of direction. Now that's going a bit too high. You can either round that up to go like that, or you can take it down so that you've got this line that's coming through to there. Don't know that I like it. I think we might just take it up. So you can decide at this stage which way your design is going. Now the other thing that we have to remember is I've got white there. That white's going to have to be addressed, but we'll get to that in a moment. Okay, let's diffuse this here, visually diffuse it with some berries. Okay, so let's just bring some berries over to here. Look what's happening now between this red and this red of the container. We've diffused it with those berries. The eye, we have 2 eyes. One eye sees, one eye feels. Don't know which one it is, but it's the way, it's like trickery. You can trick the eye of the beholder to see things and they don't know what they're seeing, but it's sort of kind of pleasurable for them. It's like painting. Okay, so we've got that there, and because I've got that weight there, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to take that over to the other side so that I'm visually balancing. It doesn't have to be, you know, exactly here and exactly there. It doesn't matter. Just a little bit here and there is all you need. Okay, don't forget, that's my front. Now, let's bring that up into there because there's not much happening. All we've got over here is the straight line. So let's just break it by bringing the berries up the top there. And we'll use this one here and we're going to do exactly the same. So the eye is hitting these and it's now, there's a transition between what's happening there and what's happening over this side. I love it. Now, let's bring this down. And let's take that, drift that down the edge of the container. So because I did that, and even though it might only be seen from one side, it's how you place your materials that actually creates that magic. So I've got that there and I've got that there. I always go back to the front so that I know where I'm going. Okay, so now I've got some blackberries. Now, you've got a choice. You can either take those up high, but if you take those up high, really, it's kind of a waste of space because you've got all your depth of colour here. So this is what I would do. I would take that right down into the base. The reason I'm doing that is because it's heavy. So you have light or bright or shiny at the top. So this is light and it's bright and it's got a luster to it. So they go up to there. This here, around here, it's dull. So by bringing in the blackberries, which are a dusty tonal value, it's keeping everything down into your arrangement. Could cut these, but I'm not. So with this, you've got that there. Let's go in and over to there. And now we've got visually the same weight on this side as we do on this side. So far, so good. Now, this is where the issue starts, but it's not an issue because we'll soon all know how to solve that. Now, I don't want that over there at this stage. Right, we need to diffuse. We need to break up. We need to bring that white up into the design here. So, this is when you have to start looking. Now, I've got these beautiful proteas. When I look at the protea, on the edge of the little florets here, or bracts as they're known, you can see a little colour there, which is actually a lighter form of the container. It's a lighter form of the big viola leaves. It's a lighter form too inside the berries. See how it works? Nature is amazing at producing signposts. If you look for your signpost, you're never going to be stuck. And I think that a monochromatic harmony, say it again, shades, tones and tints of one primary colour, this is how you blend and lend and bring everything together. Now, the white is here, right there. Bit of a nuisance that it's right there. So what are we going to do? Remembering small, medium and large of any colour. That's in that colour there, that achromatic, that makes other colours, but you have to visually do something with that to just diffuse it. All right on its own, but I think we can take it and make it look a little bit better. Now, this, I've also got this here. So we've got this lovely big form, and then we've got this lovely little form, and your eye hits that and it drifts through to that. Now, you could also use something like this if you want to warm it. This is going to make this design, when it's finished, a little bit cooler because it's white. This has the yellow. It also has that little colourway there which connects back into the container, but this is sort of a more of a buttery warmer cream to that, and you could use that into there, which would give, let me just lay that there, that's going to give a beautiful warm look. But today it's all about bringing that white up into there like so, and actually I like them both. So it's either or, you just have to decide which way you want to go. Either go a warm white or you go a cool white. Now the other thing that we're going to need is this here. I love it. This is what I call, hold on, just cut that label off because I don't want it. This is what I call a blender or a harmonizer. So once you get all of these together, look what is going to happen. Look at that. See how that just all marries everything together? Beautiful from the botanical world. So let's bring these in first, and what I'm going to do is, will I cut them? No, I won't. I won't cut it, not yet. So I'm going to bring that down into there. Okay, so here's the next little issue. There's your white, and there's your white up there. It's a big distance from there to there. We need to bring that white into the center. So I'm just going to bend these for now because I might want to do something else with these. Okay, so let's just bring that down into there. So that's sitting there, and I am going to have to cut because it's just going to annoy me with that sitting there. These need to transition from there up into the arrangement. So let's just bring that into there. That there is still too high, but I think we can get away with it. And now we need something a little bit smaller to create that step up. Okay, so your eye's hitting that. Nothing's happening from there to there. But look. At that, the eye comes up and then the eye sees that. Now, what are we going to do with this? Let me share. That. And then let's just bring that. Let's diffuse the heaviness of those white by just adding 2 little bits. So we've got 1 bit there. And then let's just bring that over and into there. So we're diffusing it. Is that working? I think so. Let me have a look. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hits this, all the detail, wafts up, runs across here with that big texture, and then steps across to here, and that just makes it not so light, not so hard. Now with this, as I said, is your blender. I have to look at what I'm doing now. Oh, wrong place. I want it to go there. Look what that does. It's green with a little bit of red, and it just brings everything together. When you look at it from this side here, shiny, dull, dull, and this here, this is dull, and then we've got this beautiful diffusing colours up there. It's just a matter of always remembering shades, tones and tints means light, medium and dark, or small, medium and large, and you'll never go wrong. But that's a beautiful standalone design. I love how that just comes across there. See, this here could just come down a little bit, just move those over, but I'll have a fiddle so that when we do the pickups and you see the final shots, it's all perfect and in its place. Love it. And also, you don't always have to see every flower, because in nature, when you're looking at nature, if it's a protea bush, there'll be bits around the side, and so to make it more, it makes it four-dimensional, I think. So from the front, and you see something over there, and you see something over there. That's how floral designing works. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you all again another day. Bye for now.